Cordial greetings. My name is Diego Rea Gonzalez. I am studying a degree in foreign language with emphasis in English. And I am making a debate for the course of English 5. For this case, I have selected a topic that I consider very important to clarify. Okay? So in this video I will discuss my opinion about it because I consider that prisoners should not have the right to vote. Okay? But about how take into account the fact of exposing their agreement that it considered necessary. Since not all prisoners who are in the cells, for this reason, I consider that these prisoners could have the right to vote. With those who are already found guilty should lose this right immediately, since I consider that they do not have to do or are part of the population or citizenship, in addition to losing many other rights that citizens have. Article 16, number 2 of the Constitution establishes that the right to vote is suspended for having been accused of a crime punishable by affliction or for a crime that the law classifies as terrorist conduct. For this part, the Article 70 establishes that the equality of citizen is lost, and consequently the right to vote. Upon being sentenced to afflictive punishment, it is well known that this is a national regulation today. But even so, there are too many people dissatisfied with this rule. They think that it should be a loss of the right to vote, but perhaps a criminal who could have committed any kind of crime, from murdering a person in cold blood, as sexually violenting a minor girl, should have the same rights as yourself. A person who has the right to think day by day and serve his country with firmness. For this same reason, I consider that prisoners are people who do not have the right to protest for this kind of petitions. Since a prisoner is there because of his own action and decisions. We all can be free and express ourselves freely, but when it comes to committing a crime, it must be faced and the consequences must be paid. So, as we all know, voting means democracy. It means the future of the country. Our community, since we are choosing a representative, will know how to take advantage of both financial and natural resources of their territory. We are choosing what we consider best for our country. This is I believe that such important decisions should only be made by people who have no criminal record. The collective thinking should be what highlights a community. That is why the one who only talk of harming the community both cognitively and physically should not enjoy the right to choose wisely for the best option of the country. On the other hand, in a hypothetical case where prisoners have the right to vote, it will generate an internal conflict in many aspects, since the prison somehow becomes a community where they open different sides, where clearly the expression of opposition's ideas can end very badly, can generate much more internal conflicts to the point that collateral disasters are generated that affect the security that can have the places, so that results are generate riots in prisons because of contradictory ideas amongst themselves. It is true that prisoners are still people and that human dignity is a factor to be taken into account. Since many times an impulse can make you lose our freedom, but even so, regardless of the case for which this person is imprisoned, he legally lost his freedom, and in such a situation should be isolated from the community to focus on a process where he can think about his action so that he can fulfill his sentence. For this reason, I do not consider prudent that these people who are in this process get involved in political issues, as they should focus on their learning process and correction in order to be able to reintegrate back into the society. These people who are deprived of their freedom served their sentence. They should be able to exercise their right to vote after making the corresponding petition in such a way that they can generate the corresponding file that demonstrates that they have served their estimated sentence in such as a way that their disciplinary process can be seen. Where it can be sent is they complete with the pertinent requirements so that their right to vote can be reactivated. Okay? Well, I consider that it has been all I have to take at the moment. I consider that these are the strongest points to take into account throughout this video, in which I expose my opinion regarding the select option. So I hope you have been clear about my idea. That's all for the video. See you later.